Hi, welcome to Frankie and Lola. We loved traveling in our motorhome so much that we sold our house and now live in the motorhome full time. We would love to have you follow along as we travel around the country exploring fun and interesting places. I know we said next up was Tennessee, but we visited another farm that we need to tell you about.
We visited MLP Farms in Mason, Wisconsin. We found them through an RV program called Harvest Hosts. This program lets RVers stay one night at a farm, brewery, museum, and many other facilities. You get to learn all about what they do and patronize their business in exchange for staying there. We've had many wonderful experiences through Harvest Hosts.
When we arrived at MLP Farms, we found a very large field to park in with a fire pit at one end for us to use. The field was beautifully manicured, and they did a great job of setting up a large area for big motorhomes to park in.
It is in a beautiful and quiet area. After we got set up, our hosts Pat and Dana came over to greet us. They took us over to the farm and showed us all around.
They raise sheep and even have a mini one.
They also raise ducks, rabbits, geese, and an alpaca.
We met their adorable little cat, and she was so curious and friendly.
We gave the sheep some treats and petted them for quite a while.
We met the alpaca, the geese, and we even met their mini sheep. The sheep were so much fun. They love lots of petting and are very friendly.
Lola decided to get in the kiddie pool with the ducks.
They have a small shop where they sell meat that they raise themselves. And the store has other products too.
We bought lots of bratwurst, which were delicious. They even have cheeseburger brats that we highly recommend.
When we got ready to leave on Sunday morning, the motorhome made a strange sound. Frankie got out to look at the engine and saw that the main engine accessory drive belt had failed.
This meant that we were dead in the water and not going anywhere until that was fixed. We called our roadside assistance company. They were very nice, but had no luck finding anyone who could come out to a very rural area on a Sunday to fix it.
In desperation, we asked our hosts if they knew anyone who could possibly fix it. They did. They called their friend Eric, and he came out on a Sunday to look at the motorhome.
Together, we made a plan to get the motorhome up and running again, but it would depend on the availability of parts. Eric ordered the parts, but they were not going to be available until Tuesday. We were stuck in a field until then.
We have to say that if you have to be stuck someplace, then we were stuck in a fantastic place with exceptional hosts. We did not come with a full tank of fresh water because we thought we would only be staying one night.
We got very creative with water conservation. Fortunately, it was a beautiful time of year, so we didn't have to run our generator much.
Pat and Dana were wonderful. They understood that we could not leave and why. They grilled brats for their family and even some for us. What lovely people.
One of our goals while traveling this year was to see the aurora borealis. So far, with no luck. All of the nights over the last few months that the aurora was supposed to be good, there was too much cloud cover for us to see it.
MLP Farm is in a very remote area with no streetlights or man-made lights anywhere.
On Monday night, after our third day in the field, the forecast looked very good. There were no clouds around and no moon, so we set up chairs outside and crossed our fingers for the aurora.
We knew there were no clouds and it was a clear night. What started to look like clouds started rolling in. The aurora borealis! It changed from looking like clouds to the most magical show we have ever seen. It was an amazing experience. Unfortunately, we didn't know how to photograph it, so we don't have good pictures of our own.
It completed one item on Lola's bucket list. What a beautiful show it was.
When Eric arrived on Tuesday morning, the first thing he said was, "Did you see the aurora?" We were so glad that we didn't stay inside watching TV or something, and that we made the effort to see it.
Eric had all the parts to fix the motorhome. To get to the engine from the top, you have to take up the bathroom floor in the back of the bus. It looked weird to see a man half in the bathroom. Eric did a great job fixing the bus and did it in what we thought was very good time.
Tuesday afternoon, we were finally able to get out of the field and be on our way to our next stop,